Hi there. We often get the question about how does one go about actually populating their new teams? How do they go about getting the content? How do they know what to put in there? Lots of questions come up when you're thinking about how do you start the knowledge sharing and collaboration process. So I wanted to share an example of what I've done for one of our instances, which is a gaming instance. So in this case, what I did is I actually went through the Slack channel that we have currently, and I looked at those questions that I knew I would want to reference later. So one example is adorable nonviolent games for Switch. And what was great about this is we had a lot of folks that were offering their different answers and their different suggestions. You can see all of these. And in a Slack channel, this would have been lost. So people having the recommendations, people giving ideas and options to one of their colleagues, that would have been buried in the Slack channel. Here, it's now captured and anybody can go and find it. They can add and update as they experience new games or maybe as their opinion changes about the game as they go forward. I also have another example of how we've used this. This one is asking for recommendations for action RPGs, but in this case, the person asking the question tagged one of their colleagues who they felt would have some good recommendations. Again, this is looking through the Slack channels and going, hey, this person knows what they're talking about. And because of that tag, that individual came in, gave some possible matches, gave a lot of details about suggestions. And then we have a couple of other folks coming in there as well, offering their suggestions. And you can get very creative with the information that you put into your knowledge base. Here we have somebody that's looking for good gamer decor. And we had one colleague who shared exactly what they had done, their maker project, and what it looked like at the end, complete with, as I scroll down here, the specs and the parts list as well in order to do this. So this is creative. You couldn't do this in a Slack channel, and you certainly couldn't be able to find the parts list and the explanation like that in a Slack channel very easily. And if it was in a document, it's out of sight, it's hidden, somebody would have to go and remember where it is. Here, it's all within this central source, this Teams instance, and people can go back and find that whenever they need it. I hope this was helpful.